Paul Scholes has already told Manchester United how to overcome Pep Guardiola warning. Man City boss Pep Guardiola spoke about Man United's lack of success in recent years after the Blues win over Leeds. Following Manchester City's comfortable 3-1 victory over Leeds United on Wednesday night, manager Pep Guardiola spoke about his side's Premier League title battle with Arsenal. The Catalan coach, while admitting that failing to secure a third successive title would be down to his own players, suggested that it would not be easy this term. During his interview, Guardiola made reference to Manchester United's recent title drought, using the Reds' lack of success in the past few years when discussing the difficulty of being successful in the top flight. The City boss claimed that it was surprising that United had gone a decade without lifting the Premier League title. United, who last won the league title in 2012, have not truly gone close to finishing first in the top flight since Sir Alex Ferguson retired, but under Erik ten Hag, there is a hope, if not an expectation, that things will change in the coming years. City currently have a 6-point lead over the Reds in the Premier League table, but the two sides have different targets for the campaign. It is important, however, that United take note of Guardiola's warning. Listen, we want it, but when you see Arsenal, Manchester United in the struggle to be there, they have something special when they are there and we have to fight, Guardiola told Amazon Prime Video. You always have the feeling we have the time, but when you fight teams like that we don't have time, so we immediately have to try to make a result, otherwise it will be impossible. Arsenal, didn't win the Premier League for a long time, and sometimes this margin makes the difference, and we talk a lot about that, we have to try to do. It's not about me doubting these players, how should I? I'm here with success thanks to them. I know they are able to do it, so we know something is going to change and we will be there. When 90s Arsenal and United were there dominating, controlling the Premier League, who expected there would be a decade of them not winning a Premier League? It could happen to us. That is a warning, I have to say, and if we are not going to do it, we don't have to change managers or players, because this club right now, Manchester City, we want to be there as much as possible. While there is a general consensus that Ten Hag's side are probably 1 or 2 years away from challenging for the league title once again, former United midfielder Paul Scholes recently reiterated the importance of the club competing for major trophies under the Dutchman. The Reds, currently suffering their worst trophy drought in 40 years, last won a trophy under Jose Mourinho in 2017. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer came close to ending that barren run in the 2020-21 season, but Villarreal defeated United on penalties in the Europa League final in Gdańsk. This season, United still have the chance to win silverware, with Ten Hag's men still competing in the FA Cup, Carabao Cup and Europa League. The first two competitions are ones that the Reds boss has already said he will take seriously, and with ties against Burnley in the 4th round of the League Cup, and Everton in the 3rd round of the FA Cup, there is a good chance that the club will progress. Scholes, who won countless major honours during his time at Old Trafford, suggested the Reds should be more than capable of reaching Wembley for a day out, something that he believes is important for supporters. It will be important. It's important for the fans as well. To get to Wembley for a day out, Scholes told in-house media. We know, the fans probably know, that the league is a little bit out of reach this year. The Champions League, obviously, we'd like to be in. A big day out at the end of this season is something we're looking forward to. Hopefully it can come. We've not won a trophy for, 5 years now, so if Ten Hag can get an FA Cup or a League Cup in this first season, I think it will be a big step forward. We've got a difficult draw against Everton. But when you're at home you expect to beat anybody. Is it easier or more difficult to play Premier League opposition? We've played them before already this season, haven't we? We've beat them away this season. I don't think Everton are the greatest of teams, they're having a bit of a struggle this year. I know the FA Cup days can be different, but I think Premier League opposition concentrates the mind a little bit more as well. I think it makes you a little bit more aware of what you've got to do. You talk about potential banana skins in the FA Cup. This isn't a banana skin. It's something United have to be ready for. If they're not ready, they'll have a little bit of a shock on their hands. While Scholes appreciates that United are not yet ready to compete for the major honor in England, he still understands the importance of getting back to that level sooner rather than later. It is clear, At least for the former United midfielder, that Ten Hag brining silverware back to Old Trafford would go a long way with helping with that. Subscribe to my YouTube channel MUFC Hot Sports for more information about Manchester United.